Um, Hello. How's it hanging? It's been a little bit of a delay. Should be alright. Should be alright. Should be alright. Okay. So, we're gonna be playing Phoenix Wright today. We're back in court. Sorry, I'm just kind of making sure I'm checking my P's and Q's here. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So, let me see. Let me see. Let's backtrack, right? Okay. So, we had a court case with Tuxedo Master last time before I left for a week and then extended it like another week. So, we've been gone for 2 weeks. Um, we're going to I'm trying to remember what the court case was about. Uh we're trying to make sure that Tuxedo Master Mask, that's the dude's name, Master Mask, does not go to jail. We just pulled dude out of court, so he doesn't get away scot free. There was a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. There truly was. So I'm trying to remember right here. That should be it. October 14th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Okay, so now I don't got a bunch of music blaring in my ear. So the last that we left off, Buddy was having a court case, basically a trial, trying to acquit him from murder. So what ended up happening was, okay, let's spin it back way further than that so we can get people caught up on what was going on. So step one, we were at a like I guess like a an auction. We was at an auction for Maya and Pearl to sell off some goodies that their family used to that they family had. And what ended up happening was the vase or vase, however you want to call it, got stolen. So then we went through this whole shebang where we were trying to figure that out. Then we figured out that Master Mass, which is basically the Robin Hood, he takes from the rich and doesn't really feed the poor. He basically feeds himself. And then there's a guy, a detective, that sits there and goes, "Hey, um, I've been trying to hunt down this guy, and then I would usually end up get the items back, and then I would be called the hero." Cool. Correct? Correct. So now we're moving on. Master Mass, we find out the Master Mass turns himself in because he for some reason he's admitting that he stole it. Nobody's really believing him except for the police. His wife brings us he sends us to his wife. His wife says, "No, he's crazy. He's just a big fanboy, whatever the case may be. Please get him out of jail." So we said, "Okay, man, we'll get him out of jail." Go from there, go and essentially find out a little bit more information that he is truly Mask the Mass. So, the item that was stolen, I believe it was like I think they said like 12 o'clock midnight or 1 o'clock. I'm also just kind of going through it so I can refresh my memory. Was the item was stolen at 1 o'clock, correct? Then there was also another instance where there was a murder that also happened at 1 o'clock. The murder happened at 1 o'clock and the item got stolen at 1 o'clock. And who was it by? No other than Master Mass. Now, how are there two Master Masses? So that means somebody got set up somewhere. So this other guy, um, I forgot what his name is. I don't know. Look, this guy called Look at Me. He claims that he got knocked out by Master Mass when he encountered him. So he had an alibi, allegedly. Master Mass dropped a key card at the victim's office that claimed his alibi of being at the murder, the murder site. So now he got arrested again for murder. So now we're flipping this all around. Look at Me was kind of looking a little bit suspicious. A little bit suspicious. So what Look at Me was doing, from what I can recall, was he was playing off the fact that he had a solid alibi of being at the site where the item was stolen. However, this Master Mass alibi was being at the murder site because they found his ID there at 1 o'clock, and he also claimed to move the body into the safe out of panic. And the other thing that people didn't really pick up on, if they did pick up on it, was Look at Me was saying the exact same thing as Master Mass. So there's something suspicious going on. So we're going to go ahead and find that out right now on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. My sis? I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. So then, she's still alive? Inside your heart? Nicky boy. Oh, Mr. Light. Is it true that that detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at Lord Taylor that night? Lordy Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. Or do we? I mean, why would Detective Atme want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. October 14th, 12:21 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 6. Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Look at Me, please take the stand. Well, well, how do you do, Solea? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you the perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Master Mask. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that the great Look at Me has no idea what you mean. Of course I've been in the next courtrooms ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I would have known what's been going on in here. You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Master Mask. Indeed. It's truly child's play to fool the arrogant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, but they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Master Mask? Of course. Very well then. Look at me. Let's begin with this simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge of that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry. I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. Thanks. Alright. Mr. Adme, the night of the murder, speak. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. The alibi. I was still in the errand as Master Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turns out to be my witness. At the time at which the camera captured Master Mass was the same time as the murder. What? It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great Master Mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, Mr. Abney, we still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. The alibi. I was stealing the urn. So this photograph is the proof, correct? Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. That is why I am called Master Mask. But conveniently, that also means there's no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean?
Objection!
Ha! Are you saying that this is not in fact look at me? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Master Mask to create an alibi? Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf, look at an accomplice? Name the accomplice? Okay, yeah, sure, shoot. We'll call his bluff after I save. If Look at Me was at the KB security during the murder, then the Master Mask in this picture has to be a fake. Exactly, you had an accomplice. Now remember you said that, Mr. Wright, because there's no going back. If you're making these baseless claims, I'll treat you to a penalty myself. That penalty is probably boiling hot, too. So who is it, Mr. Wright? Who was the accomplice? Who was the accomplice? I don't remember. Well, his camera went off once at the night of the crime, but what is this? Camera data, right? Brown's wallet, found at the night of the crime. Ron's wallet. But how would somebody get into Ron's wallet? Shot a Master. I think I know who, but the buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. From the mass he was okay. So it's either so who was it, Mr. Trey? Who was the accomplice? I think it was Ron or this guy himself. It's one of these two. It has to be. Or it's him. It's one of these. Like these are just my deductions. Let me look at the blackmail letter, right? Can I look at that? If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring 50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Okay. It was this person. Oh, that was wrong? Huh. That's quite the prank you're trying to pull. Do you have any evidence that this person is in fact the accomplice? Well, the aura that this person around them had. You're going to judge someone by their aura. You'd be right up there as the #1 suspect, Mr. Wright. Ugh, I jumped the gun on that one. Okay, I kinda did, but that was just kinda like a random guess. Okay, we'll let him go on that one. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. Alright, let's hear that one. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right. That was only 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lordy Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent the card out after you began your security watch, right? Indeed. There was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see. You are evil, aren't you? Yes. Evil is what I am. Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atme was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordy Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he had no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It is kinda odd. Yeah, buddy. What happened to you being the ace detective? A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence right here, is that correct? Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it really is odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
Objection!
He was simply caught by the very camera that he set up. We all had days like that. When? Indeed. It turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. Looks like I better gather more information for now. No, he's right. He's right. There's something odd about this. Because why would you set up a camera at the door just to get caught? If he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo. At the time at which the camera captured Master Mass was the same time as the murder. About the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come on now. It's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera that was set up by Lordy Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordy Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. I see. It looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious. So, is this alibi false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KB Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the mask in the photo is fake, or the photo itself is. I was stealing the urn as Master Mask just as I announced I would. What's the photo of, oh, excuse me. He doesn't have that, the photo is fake. Oops, why did I do that? It was a pathetically easy job. The photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. It was torn off some clothing. AM. It was the butler. It is always the butler. Oh yeah. That guy's high key suspect. What's going on, Red? How you doing? Can I present this? This evidence is no. No, don't hurt me. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence right here? Is that correct? Hey Digi, what's going on? Welcome guys. Welcome. Hey, just joining, eating my curry chicken fried rice. God dang, you be eating some good food. Indeed it is. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could have not killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse and the picture that supposedly captures it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture? You bet there is. Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there is something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well. Then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? That? The funny part is right here. I hope he's right. How did he hide that nose under that mask? Exactly, Red. Exactly. Okay, so just to catch you up, in case you didn't hear my earlier spiel, is this guy called Look at Me. I think he's the murderer, and he's only trying to get away with murder because of an alibi. Um, So he's claiming that he's this guy in the picture, Master Mass. Our client is called Ron Delight, and he is actually Master Mass. The problem is we have a switcheroo and a time discrepancy. So he's claiming that he was in this warehouse being detective and stealing this box that he has in his hand, right? I'm sorry. He was on the lookout for Master Mass, who has his box in his hand. So he got knocked out, so that's his alibi that he was here. Um, and then Ron Delight, who is Master Mass, um, is either allegedly in this picture or he's somewhere else 40 minutes away and ended up murdering somebody and stuffing them in a safe at around 1 o'clock a.m. Both this and the murder happened at the same time. So he's getting away, he's trying to get away with an alibi by saying that he was knocked out in here, not at the other area where he killed somebody and stuffed them in the safe. Actually, I think Ron Delight said he stuffed them in the safe. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. But essentially, he murdered somebody and stuffed them in a safe. And he's basically playing. He's basically saying the same thing as Ron Delight. So this is kind of throwing me off. This is a little this case is a little wonky right here. So I have to be very very careful. And yeah, that's it. That's my spiel. That's my shortcut spiel. And yeah, I hope I got it right, by the way, did you? I hope I got it right. Why this is a blood stain. Ah, blood. Now this case is getting interesting. Um, not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches, the judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. It turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Oh, he's sweating now. Look at that sweat coming off that nose. He's sweating. Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? This thing right here. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you saw it first. I'm sorry. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I, myself, was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there.
Objection!
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally? Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it at that distance. Ha! In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why the statue would move that night? Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? I don't know! No, Ron admitted to stuffing Bullet in the safe, but claims someone else killed him. Atme is claiming he couldn't kill Bullet because he was stealing the urn. That's right. You're right. You're right. That's what was happening. I'm just hoping that he had like a memory lapse and just, maybe he saw it happen, Who was the one who moved the golden statue that night? Well, it wasn't her. I think it was him. Think, why was the statue needed to be moved? Well, let me go look at this picture, right? Bum, 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 bum. Uh... Shoot, I don't remember. I was trying to see if that would give me a hint. It give me nothing. Let me look again. I was about to hit present. Oh my goodness. It wasn't blocking the door. It wasn't blocking that door. Why would that statue need to be moved? He needed to fulfill the conditions of that picture? You don't want your true identity revealed. Come to KB's at 1 a.m. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received. That's the blackmail. From the mask, he was still undirected. Oh. So it was Ron. Okay. Read the blackmail letter again. Oh no, I know this one was meant for look at me. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. But they're saying who moved the statue. That's currently the question. So it had to have been Ron that moved the statue, right? Okay. I'm gonna go with Ron. What do you think, Mr. Gaido? No Atney moved it? A man should be able to answer his own questions. That's what I think. Right now I'm busy trying to come up with 2 answers of my own. No Atney moved it? Dang. Why is coffee black? And why is it bitter? Hey, Green Beansy! Welcome to the stream. Mr. Wright, to put it simply, you messed up. Of course I did! What are you doing, Nick? You need to think about why the statue was moved. The good thing about when everyone chews me out is that it gives me time to think. He's actually right about this. Hey, thanks for the follow! Thanks for the follow! Green Beansy, how you doing? Don't feel pressured to answer me. If you just want to watch, you can watch. Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one who moved that golden statue in the night of the crime? I guess it was him. Okay, so I kind of... So how I was figuring it, I was like, okay, well, if it wasn't Ron, then it was probably Luke, right? If it wasn't Luke, then it's probably this guy. I'm just joking. It wasn't that guy. It was either one of the two. I've been picking wrong. The one who moved the statue was none other than Look at me. Come on, Salaya. There you go again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? What? Excuse me? Oh, it's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Oh, look at me. You pretended to be Master Mass to create an alibi by showing that you were at Lordy Taylor that night. But in this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like a cheap film at a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw? Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where... Wait, I'm sorry. What did it say? Oh my god, that went so fast. What did that say? Okay, hold on. Guys, what did that say? That went so fast. I think Luke's nose is fake too. He had to meet the conditions of the photo. So I'm pointing here again. Yep, okay. The lie in this photo is somewhere around here. Jumping to conclusions again, I think you need to take a gander in your local mirror. As the Yiddish proverb goes, a half-truth is a whole lie. Keep lying like this and you'll be the one on trial. Oh man, now they're calling me a lie. Oh! The question is, why was the statue moved, right? There was some reason the culprit didn't want the statue in the picture. At least that's what I thought. I'll ask you again, Mr. Wright. Just where in this picture does the lie exist? Oh! The box? It just said where in the photo does the lie exist? Oh. The box isn't covered with paint. Is it the box? Oh, the brooch. But didn't we find the brooch on the statue? Okay, hold on. The lie is Master Mask. Are you saying that this Master Mask is a fake? Ha. You know, I really wish you would start acting more responsibly. Oh, guys, they're eating me alive. Huh? The current question is, why was the golden statue moved? So what possible connection could there be with Master Master's identity? Oh, buggers. Your face has "oh, buggers" written all over it. That's a penalty for you. Ah! I'll ask you again, Mr. Wright. Just where in this picture does the lie exist? I guess the box. I'm gonna go with the box, guys. The lie is... Oh no, it said Master Mask. No, we're dead. We're dying. Okay, we gotta go back, guys. We didn't make it. It's probably the time. Oh man, I don't know. we're getting eaten alive. If look at me, what's the cane be? Okay. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go speed run past all this right here and try to get back to this because I don't know. I think I had to go through all the motions, and then once we kind of get to a point where we need to get to... Oh my goodness, that's crazy. They ate me alive. I keep forgetting the order of evidence on this case. Oh, it's all good. Hey, look, mistakes happen, but I was pretty sure we had that one. I was like, it had to be the box, and then it was like, oh no, it was him. And then I was just like, I don't know, Chief. The only thing I can think of is the box outline on the bottom. Cause where does the lie exist? It's that, or like you said, it could probably be the time. Okay, so he's going into this. When you think about it, it is really odd. It's almost as if he had this picture taken on purpose.
Objection.
He was simply caught. We're digging close, guys. I mean, surely the time, because the time and the paint don't correlate. So if it's not the paint, it has to be the time. Yes. We're gonna do this by the process of elimination. Process of elimination. Alright, we're gonna click this, and then I'm gonna go, I think it was the second one I clicked on. Because they hinted at the timestamp like a few times. I was still in the end. Of course you were. More than enough. A photograph. So by the photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Is that correct? Indeed it is. That it's the very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. Surely, even you understand by now. Okay. Here we go. Come on, think long and hard. Yes, there is something funny. Are you implying that the pictures are fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. Okay, I'm gonna save it right here so we don't have to like backtrack all the way back. The camera is LT's, but the software is Atme's. Oh. I think they had said something about that. What do you find funny about this photo? This. Okay, we're here, guys. Sweating. What is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? And I've had picked this. The supervisor. Aww. I was there myself that night.
Objection.
You're wrong. There's nothing there. Huh? No, you're wrong. Ah, nah, you're wrong. Can you guys quit it? Jesus. Order in my court. You will prepare an answer now. Now, who was the one who moved to go to the statue on the night of the crime? Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Who, who was the one? Let me see. This guy. The one who moved it was look at me. Oh no. Come on. There you go again with your strange delusions. Alright, did you guys like that little cleanup thing that I did there? Where, you know, it just kind of processed everything for everybody. Everybody understood what happened right there. Good. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have? It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement. Indeed. However, why would I want to move a statue? The reason for moving it... Mr. Wright? What reason? The reason... You pretended to be the Mask. To create an alibi showing you at Lordy Taylor that night. But this photo contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like a cheap film at a drugstore. Hey, what's going on? Hold on, I might butcher your name, and I apologize if I do so, but is it Manzy Claus? You haven't played this game in ages? Ah, well, welcome back to Nostalgia. This is my first time actually going through the Phoenix Wright trilogy. So right now we're on this case. we just we got blown up by the judge and what's his name? What's that guy's name? Coffee guy? Wait, let me switch to Twitch real quick. Okay, not a problem. All right. So, is it Godot or is it Godot? See, I forgot how to say that man's name. Can I just call him Geodude? Gato. Okay, got you. Let me see. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed. It's French. Gado? Did I say it right? Gado? I probably said that all sorts of wrong. I'm sorry to anybody who's named this. Oh Lord. Oh, that's right? Okay, sweet. Alright, I think Mancy Claus is currently maybe in a Twitch ad. We haven't got green check light yet. So let's give him 30 seconds to pop up. Hope you guys are having a good. Oh, you're here? Alright, sweet, you're here. Fantastic. Alright. That is why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw. Interesting. Enlighten. Just where in this picture does the lie exist? Alright, we're gonna go with the time. Take that! Right? It was the time. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Look at Me went to KB security and murdered K Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been there at Lordy Taylor at this time. Oh, he's sweating. But what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Hey, thanks for the follow, Mancy. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoying the stream. His name is based on a play called Waiting in for Godot. Okay. Remember if you will, Your Honor. When was the statue placed beside the warehouse door? I don't know. Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime, and it was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Exactly. Look at Me had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim, and in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. What? Of course, the statue hadn't been brought down yet to the basement warehouse. Ah. So, on the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Huh? What? Do cats get nervous on rocking chairs? Any cat parents know? You can just call me Claus because everyone butchers the first part. Oh, okay, I got you. I got no problem calling you Claus. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down in place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Look at Me had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make room to match the way it had been in this photo. Oh, oh, his monocle fell out. He has an eye. Order, order. Mr. Atme, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's that? The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime. Objection! It's true that the camera had been set up by Lordy Taylor's staff. However, the program used to manage the data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Order! Order! Mr. Gatto! What's the meaning of this? Gatto! I warned you about making me wait. Now put down that coffee. My 11th cup. I promise to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good to the last drop. However, the defense has a very good point. A good point? So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points. I think he got his points mixed up with his other points. So you say this photo was taken ahead of time? And that statue was moved in order to make it match? That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied. Which is... that's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. That's very true. No, don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. The Mask. Yes? If there's no funny business in your actions as Master Mask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it. Yes, please provide the court with your testimony. Whew, this is a lot, guys. The implications is that the long-tailed cat would have had their tail rocked apart. Oh, okay. By the way, is my vtuber avatar based on a certain character, or is it your original character? It's it's based on a little bit of both. The original design is mine, but I referenced it off of kind of like a game in a sense. Yeah, pretty much. It's a game called Black Desert. I had a character that I literally just walked around in a white tuxedo, and I loved the crap out of that guy. So I just basically I just basically made a female version of it, just in a white tuxedo. Yeah, yeah. I mean, extra afro. The guy didn't have an afro or nothing. So yeah, it's essentially my original idea. Yeah, but I had a lot of help with the art and rigor. Alkaline is my parent. Pretty cool person. But check out their stuff if you're looking to get one done too. Or you do your own research and check on Twitter or wherever you find people to do that stuff at. Because it took me a while to get this. this was a long journey to get to get this for me. But anywho, let's get back into Ace Attorney. And then I'm gonna turn on my lights because it's pitch black outside. About your plan to steal the the sacred urn. Witness testimony: the sacred urn heist. I first received the request from Lordy Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box, and Xavier. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. Okay. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. But so what? Did he knock out a security guard that That wasn't there? That doesn't sound right. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's pretty much all the stuff we heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of the new information he gave. Witness, you sure there are no mistakes this time? Xavier. What the fudge does that mean? what the fudge does that mean? Like what? Very well. Very well then, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. I'm sorry, if I asked the question and somebody just kind of just stood there, stared at me, and just said Xavier with a smile on their face, I would have just been like, what the fudge does that mean? Oh my god. Yeah, 1 a.m. So the murder took place at 1 a.m. and the theft took place at 1 a.m. So we got a switcheroo going around. Give me 1 second, guys. I just need to turn on my lights real quick. It should take less than 10 seconds. So just listen to some chill music while I go turn on my lights. I will be right back. Just listen to the music. Just listen to the music. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was less than 10 seconds. But anyway, that was it. Did you guys like the chill music? The chill BRB music? Anywho. Whew, let's do this. Let's do this cross-examination. I first received the request from Lodi Taylor about 20 days ago. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right? Indeed, it seemed that they had heard my Zawak? Zackling reputation? I see. Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You better watch out too, Maya. Oh yeah, Maya, you need to... Girl, the urn was placed in the box, and Xavier... You mean this box? Yes, that prosthetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn. And she wouldn't let anyone near the storm room, not even me. Huh, that's interesting. That's an interesting new tidbit. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn. I stopped playing this game after like chapter 3 or 4 because I had somewhat of a language barrier because when I last played it, I was like 13 or 14, and as you can see, this game it has somewhat difficult words in it. Yeah, it's a little difficult. I think it's probably just like a translation issue as well. So that could be also it. Because there's some things I would say and then like right off my tongue I would roll, but I realize that I'm saying something that I'm not reading, and I'm just like, oh, I'll reread it, or sometimes I'll reread certain things. I'm just like, yeah, that sounds a little strange, but okay, we'll roll with it. I think Zavari, Zavari. I think I like Xavier. We'll just go with Xavier for now, guys. I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody. It's already stuck, so it's already stuck. Zavari. Zavari. I think Xavier. Zavari. We'll switch it. We'll see how it sounds. So you're sure that you had never seen that urn before? Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I look at me, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. Oddly enough, Zavari is kind of like Jinkies or Zoinks, but apparently it is a real word that Albion I'll be in. Oh God, that means dragged on. Hold on. I'll been near. I can't read. What the fudge? I'm having difficulties. I just gotten tired because I had to use Google Translate once for every 4 text boxes. Oh, so like Zaveri in Japanese then? It's probably based off of that. Zaveri. Zaveri. I like saying Xavier though. It's okay. If it's Zaveri, we'll say Zaveri. I think I just kind of like punked myself into saying Xavier. Wait, is Xavier actually a word though? Am I saying something I should not be saying? Xavier. Or am I just making words up? I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure. Oh, why did it not go? Oh no no, go back, go back. We didn't cross examine you. All words are made up. Oh, dang, okay. You mean this calling card? That's right. That is without a doubt my calling card. My guess, Mr. Delight didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atme knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. I didn't handle security by myself. Sure you did, buddy. Then no one entered the basement warehouse? Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. At last, I held the urn. And this is the photo that proves it, huh? Indeed. To be honest, even a photo was taken. I didn't think it would matter terribly much. Hey Nick, if the photo is a fake, Detective Atme might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know, he's been saying that he's never saw the urn until that night. If we can prove that he's lying there, then we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. I need to take a good hard look at the court record. Okay, you want to take a good hard look at the court record? He shall. I kind of forgot the story of this game, but is Maya like the ghost, or am I misremembering something? Maya is a spirit medium, is the little sister of Mia, that's the ghost, that comes in and helps us sometimes if we kind of get like completely tangled up in some craziness. So she's currently in training to be the master of the Karain technique. Yeah, yeah. And then there's a little girl called Pearl, who's her cousin, and she's in the Branch family. Okay, so let's look at the court record, guys. What have we learned so far about this? So now we're on the subject of the camera, right? So this is the camera data, which is probably not correct. This is the camera photo. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Not a lot going on, is there? That detective's been covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove in this cross-examination. That he took this photo well before the actual night of the crime. Alright then, how do we do that? There's one thing that Atme stated very clearly. That he had never seen the urn before he stole it. We need to prove that he's lying. Okay, so he's never seen the urn. The urn was placed in a box, and it was okay, then it was sent to the warehouse. But how would he know that? Zabari. I said Xavier again. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the date of the crime. Uh-huh. Okay, so we gotta get him on this. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was specially taken with that urn. Interesting new tidbit. So it had to be this one. The urn itself, because he said the speckled urn wouldn't know about the speckling because, which one was that? Oh wait, this one? Did he say that? Yeah, he did say something about the speckling, didn't he? Okay, hold on. Which one was that, though? Which dialogue was that? Was that the third dialogue? At first I received... Okay. The urn was placed in the box. Hence I was unable to see... Oh, here it is. Hence I was actually unable to see the urn for myself. So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before? Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm it for yourself. My security is focused entirely on the entrance of the warehouse. However, look at me and let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. The urn itself. Do we still have the urn itself? That's the urn box. Okay, let's try this then. The evidence clearly... No, you're wrong. You're wrong, Phoenix! Sit down! Dang. Okay, probably wasn't that urn. Okay, I blew up my own self. Let me see. I was unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. That's Ron's testimony. He said to ask Miss Andrews. Paint marks. I was actually unable to. So we gotta prove that he actually was with the urn. So it's either I'm dumbing it down to the picture, or read the blackmail letter. If you don't want your true identity to be revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. But I don't think that's it. Yeah, it's not that one. We have to prove that he did see the box. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's either the security photo or... I mean, it could be that. He said he never seen it, right? He's never seen it. It's the one that mentioned the speckled urn. Let me see. mean this calling card? That's right. That is without a doubt my calling card. I guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all. Of course, because Mr. Atme knew about the emblem. Okay, so it's not that one. Then nobody entered the basement. Unfortunately, 5 days, people are going in and out. Okay, so maybe it's the first one. Because, yeah, he couldn't have said anything about the speckling. The calling card? The security at Lordy Taylor are becoming to the Pure Line the most price work on the... Take good care of the speckled... Oh! Of the speckled urn, won't you? Master Mask. Okay, I think we got him right here. The calling card. I was unable to actually see the urn. Okay, I think we got you, guy. I'm gonna grab some water. I hope I don't miss anything important. How long would it take you to get some water? We could do a quick chat before we make our decision. He hadn't seen the urn before, so he would have known about the spec. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have known about the urn at all if he hadn't seen it. So he must have seen the urn. So yeah, the calling card is definitely one of those. So we'll catch him. If you can grab a drink, go ahead and grab a drink. We'll chat a little bit. Oh, my water's cold. I need to go get myself some water too. All right. Well, I'm gonna do this. Actually, no, because as soon as I move, I'm gonna move too. Just give me a second. You're just gonna see me. I might spaz out a little bit. I'm perfectly okay. I'm currently just, I'm doing like Charles Xavier stuff. If you see me kind of tweaking out, but I'm all right. I'm just grabbing some water. Oh, cool. I didn't tweak out at all. Usually I tweak out. The promo pic was taken before. Oh. That's true. That's true. Oh, right. So I would need to pick this. Yeah, so I would need to pick... Stay hydrated, guys. Yep. Stay hydrated, guys. I just drank some water. Alright, so you think it's... Okay, so yeah, he wouldn't have known about it being speckled. So let's get him on this, right? Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure I follow you. Clearly, you don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied. I don't think that won me any points. Dang it. Objection! Mr. Atney, if you really are Master Mass, I'm not sure what and where it's supposed to be represented. Oh no, this was it. This was it. So, um, That one was it, but I was just checking to make sure. We got bombed a little bit, but that's all right. So the calling card was it because if he didn't, he's claiming that he didn't see the urn, right? He's claiming he didn't see the urn. He clearly saw the urn because the calling card clearly says speckled urn, right? If he's claiming to steal the urn, and but he's claiming he didn't ever see it, he's claiming two different things. That doesn't make any sense. So now we're getting him. And I don't know what that was that landed on my hand. I hope that was not a spider. Cause I don't know where that I don't know where it went. I don't know where I don't know what it was. Um but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So that the calling card was the thing we needed to pick. Then you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course. Is there a problem with that calling card? Allow me to read the passage from the calling card that Master Mass has written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled urn here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true, but so what? Truth be told, there is no way that Master Mass could have known about this pattern. What do you mean? This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordy Taylor. Ugh. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Wright. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say, an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. Ugh. You can't be serious. And yet, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means, Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. But because this photo is fake, your alibi for the night of the murders no longer holds water. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Alright, that did it. He's broken. Nick? I think it's a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Oh, this guy over here. Ha! It's so sad. No one has any convictions these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was Master Mass. And now, we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor. You say that Look at Me was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would he do that? An excellent point. Oh no, you were being blackmailed, my guy. We already know that. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Might you, my merry murderous motive manifest. What? Did I say that right? Nick, he's getting his second win. If he's prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rhonda Light as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder. The only one with any motive we've seen here is Rhonda Light. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were. I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer. They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Motive for murder. Alright. A spider that's just free protein, drinking Star Spangled Splash Mountain Dew, and eating a peanut butter Oreo cakester. Fun fact, trite means insignificant and cliche. By the way, why did Gato replace the other guy? Which other guy? Which other guy you talking about? Give me a sec. I'm just drinking water. Sorry for the awkward pause. Oh man, cold waters is amazing. Just letting you guys know. Edgeworth. Edgeworth is in Europe at the moment. I don't remember his name. He had the reddish pink suit. Oh yeah, that's Edgeworth. Yeah, he's currently in Europe at the moment. He's doing Edgeworth things. He'll probably be back. Yeah, he'll definitely be back. I look at me, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullet decided to investigate Master Mass and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullet who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. How do you know that, though? And then it was again Mr. Bullet who'd harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullet's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is the Mask. And that is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullet. Truly a tragedy. So the victim, Kane Bullet, blackmailed the defendant? This is a blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullet was indeed the one who wrote the letter. What? Blackmail letter updated. Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination. Motive for murder. What happened to Edgeworth? So he had a moment where he felt like he couldn't be a prosecutor, and then he took a break, but I guess people took that the wrong way and took it as a suicide note. So, uh, Phoenix essentially thought he died, and he wasn't. He just went overseas and took a vacay. I guess if you call that a vacay. And then he came back for a hot second, and then he was just off again. So, but yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, it was essentially like that, right, Digi? It was essentially kind of like what I said, just kind of summed it up. Aye, look at me. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check of Detective Atme and Kane Bullet, we weren't able to find any links between them. It's all in the report. Perhaps they were connected through their work? They were both involved in security. Nope. That was blunt. In any case, the only one with the motive was Mr. Delight. Game Bullet decided... Mistook? That's right, mistook. From the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error. That wasn't what I meant. Just who did the victim mistake Master be? Why, the answer is obvious. Ron Delight, of course. Oh boy. I'd like to wipe the smug look off of this guy's face. Press harder. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Master Mass? Don't you already know that? Xavier Zabrari! Take a look at this newspaper. I'm sorry if I'm doing terrible with the French accent, but that's the only way I can make him different. Aha! That's the famous Tear of Amegnon, a magnificent jewel. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Furthermore, It shows an ugly god, namely the defendant. Dang, he called him ugly. The defendant? The victim clearly misread this article in Zarari. He got the wrong impression. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact Master Mask. You know what? He keeps calling him ugly, but you know what? He actually got himself a very pretty wife. His wife is pretty. Have you seen this dude's wife? It's crazy. I see. That was an unusual, reasonable deduction. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote. How dare you call Ron ugly? Ron is handsome. You mean this blackmail letter right here? It says bring 50,000. And the handwriting is, without a doubt, the victim's? There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it. But I don't see an address C on this letter anywhere. An address C? This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment. And Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time. The fact that there is no addressee is irrelevant. No, it's very relevant that it has an addressee, and I know we know who the addressee is. I wonder. What's up, Nick? I just had a thought. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight? Whoa, do you have any evidence of that? For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? No, we're not. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge. What do you mean by that? Oh my, I was certain you were already aware. Zavary! KB Security has a lot of security info in sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, I stole the data from the company. Kane Bullard had yet to forgive young Mr. Delight, which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was a thief. Here's the file that we discovered in Mr. Bullett's office. Evidence that Mr. Bullitt was receiving money through the blackmail. However, isn't this a bit odd? Why did the defendant pay Mr. Bullitt the money, even though he wasn't actually Master Max? On that point, there was an unfortunate bit of a chance. Mr. Bullitt is quite excusable. What, sir? Do you really think that story is going to hold up? That assertion is not merely my own, I'm afraid. What do you mean? I've got here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight. Oh, wait. Ronnie thinks he's Master Mass. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please don't think too badly of him. I'm sorry, that was a terrible voice for his wife, but that's okay. It's him mocking the wife, essentially. There we go. Ha. Well, Mr. Troy. Was he trying to act like Miss Delight just now? I thought he was actually pretty convincing. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill. Ron has a notably softness to him. Hey, do you know the Polish dancing cow meme? My friends want to take me to a concert of the guy that made the song. No, I do not. I know nothing about that. Now just imagine. Now that's just your imagination talking. Now come on, Celia. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for it. This is a deduction. The result of carefully applied reasoning. Can we hear the careful reasoning for ourselves? It's a long story, and better saved for another time. Very well. Another time? Those so-called long stories aren't usually all that long. At least not in my experience. So you're just gonna try to detect the at me to Mr. Bullet, right? Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either. In that case, you'll have to talk about the blackmail. That's true. Was that blackmail letter really intended for Ron? Since we don't have enough information, you should press him more on the testimony. Maybe I'll be able to shake some contradictions loose that way. Aye, look at me. The ring? Oh no, I know it's the ring. I gotta find that the part where they start talking about it. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I got a mosquito in my house because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little bumps on my arm that wasn't there until now. They're eating me up. Wherever it's at, it's killing me. But yeah, what's the Polish dancing cow memes? Anybody know about that? Nope, that's not it. It was Mr. Okay. Can I press him on this? You meant this blackmail letter? Let me go back. Probably saw it like a million times. You can go to YouTube and type Polish dancing cow to refresh your memory. Oh, okay. I'll check it out a little later though. Wait, is it updated? Let's check this out. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective at me? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. When you said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You're one to talk. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior? Indeed, it's time to man up, Mr. Wright. Show us the contradiction evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. I mean... Do I just pick the blackmail letter again, or... Okay. Ha! A little two punch like, oh my god. I think you mean 1, 2 Mr. Wright. Try thinking things through. Did I mess up? What? Ouch! I sure felt the punch. Anyway, let's try rereading the blackmail letter one more time. There's got to be something about it somewhere. No, 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 no. It's there. It's there. Go back. I think it's in the article. Oh. I was like, I thought they were gonna zoom in on the thing and ask like, what's the you see you see my thought process? I thought it was like they said the blackmail letter, so I clicked the blackmail letter and I was just like, okay, it says his red diamond ring. Indeed, time to man up. These guys are eating me alive. Show us the contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. Stolen the gem and the thief. Rush them with the tier. Priceless. Wait, well, what's the contra? Oh, cause he's looking for it, and that guy is, or I don't know. Okay, we'll pick this one. Yes. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the tear of Mignon, the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is with this jewel's. The problem is this jewel's color. Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter. Yeah, Popo. Jesus. What's going on, Vico? Thanks for following again. Can you pull his nose to see if it's fake or not? You cannot pull his nose to see if it's fake or not. I have no idea what you said, Vico. No idea. But I hope you're doing good. not, not a soul. I don't know what you said. This means as usual. Okay, okay, cool. We're trying to solve somebody to not get thrown in jail and throw a murderer in jail all at the same time. Is not the tear of Amemnon, and that Master Mask stole it all. Wait, is not the tear of Agamemnon that the mask stole all at all.
Objection.
And your point is, Mr. Wright. So you're going to try to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That is what you're trying to say, right? Trite? That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, is that what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. Yes. That's the only answer that needs to be said. Yes. Okay, we got the. Okay. Vico, you found somebody who speaks Polish? Is that Polish? You guys are Polish? Am I correct? Am I wrong? Yes. Okay, cool. This is who Kane Bullet was actually blackmailing. Obviously, this guy. Come on now. Naturally. It was you, Detective Atme. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You have been so personally involved in every single Master Mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received the jewel as your reward. A jewel? Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger right there. That finger right there. The finger... The finger that's next to the index finger. The middle finger. That finger right there. On your left hand. Not even married. Not even married. What a disgrace. Actually, it's not a disgrace. I'm glad nobody's married to you because you know how upset your wife would have been? How upset your wife would have been? Upset. The F-U finger, one might say? Exactly. The red diamond ring. Duh. That is the diamond referred to in the letter, which means that Kane Bullet wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Ah! Order. Order in the court.
Objection.
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Wright. Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullet blackmailing Luke at me? Are you sure you're for real? Yes. Yes, I am. Nick, come on and stand up to him. Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. Kane Bullet threatened to make Look At Me's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep secret. So what was that identity? At me kill. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me immersionize you guys real quick. At me killed Kane Bullet because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? This is what it all comes down to, Nick. The identity that Look At Me wanted to desperately keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer. An ace detective. Master Mass. Come back next time when I pick the wrong answer. Oh god, a blackmailer, obviously. Hold on. Can I save this here? Let's just save this here, right? Won't hurt nobody. Look At Me was a blackmailer.
Objection.
Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullet was the one blackmailing Look At Me. Are you saying that At Me was blackmailing someone else on top of that? You have to admit that does sound a little odd. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullet was the blackmailing Look At Me. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So when did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Enigma heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean Ron Delight was actually Master Mass. That's what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Look At Me. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school and you received the same report card every year, careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? Oh, how did you... You said that I, Look At Me, was blackmailing Ron Delight. In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Master Mass. Well, yes. Ron Delight started receiving plans from his second crime onwards, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime. Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Look At Me know that Ron Delight was Master Mass? Oh, that's a good question. Um, actually, no, that is actually a good question. You guys having fun over there? Kane's list. Oh shoot. Let me see. About the first heist, guard photo is Ron the Light. How did he find out that he was mass to mass? That's a good question. I don't know. Did he steal his wallet? Found in KB security at 1 a.m. I mean, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Cause I don't think we're at the buzzard yet. I don't think we're at the news. That how does he know? How did he know that Ron the Light was mask to mask? I kind of dozed off. Choose the third one. The third one where? This one? This one? I don't think that's it. Oh wait, that could be it. Wait, what was the question? It said during the first crime, how did Luke Atme know that Ron the Light was mask to mask? I'm trying to think. I mean, it could have been the brooch. It's not that. It's not that. It's not the calling card. It's not the camera data. It's not that. It's not the security camera photo. It could have been his wallet. I'm thinking it's probably his wallet. Could be this photo. Can I save? It won't let me. It's not that. It's not that. I think I'm going too far. Okay. How would he know? Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like something was torn off of it. It's either... I think it's either this. I got a couple of deductions. It's either this, the brooch, the wallet, or this random pose, which I don't think is that either. How did he know? Choose the third one, I tell ya. But if you're wrong, we're gonna blow up. All right, I'll choose the third one. Take that! Mr. Wright, please don't just throw out any piece of evidence you like. God dang it, we blown up. All right, hold on. I think we got another shot. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll save a data right here. This third one. The only thing the man should throw when he's frustrated is a hissy fit. Come on, there's no need to overthink this. How did Luke Atme find out who Master Mass was? That answer has got to be staring me right in the face. Judging by your expression, it seems you haven't given up. that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Look at Me know that Rhonda Light was Master Mask? Girl, I don't know. I'ma just try. This right here? I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into a lot of mischief trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Rhonda Light in his guard uniform. It seems that Master Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took it out off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. Correct. Which tricks like that he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured out, Mr. Acme, that when you learned that under his mask, Master Mask was really Rhonda Light. What? Wasn't he supposed to be Master Mask? Not only that, he looks like he wasn't even an ace detective. I can't believe it. He was simply a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud, trying to pass him off as an ace detective. Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Why I mean I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also Master Mask. Why can't you understand that? I'm afraid you're neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Why you? How dare you even imply, the big mouth, I say, ingenious, you're just a goon, the secretor, camaraderie there, the ace detective, black man, murder, enough to make one laugh. Boy has lost his marbles. It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer. That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Objection!
Sir? The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to take aim. What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't as sharp enough, Mr. Trite. What do you... Huh? Okay. It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like, Look at Me was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lordy Taylor the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. But there's still one thing you have yet to prove. What's that? Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse of a man was at the KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No way! Order! Order in the court! Well, Mr. Wright, this is the final round. I gotta prove that Atme was at Mr. Bullett's office on that night. But can you really prove that? That's long enough, Mr. Trite. I want to hear your answer. Oh wait, are we doing something extreme that I have to save so I don't have to go back? I feel like Gato is just a gaslighter. He really is. Like, why don't you just make the man convicted? Just convict him. He's a murderer. That night, Look at Me was at KB Security and the defense, I think I can prove it. The defense can prove it with evidence. Are you sure? Ha! Don't you worry. I'll watch over you as you break down and fall to pieces. Very well then. Let's see this proof. proof that Look at Me was at KB security that night. Guys, I don't know if he was actually there or not. I mean, doesn't not being there mean his alibi was a lie? Yeah, it does, but he's saying that we actually have to prove he was in the facility. There was no fingerprints on it. Okay, hold on. Let's think about this. So we should be over here, right? The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th at the CEO's office. What the actual... Get out of here, bot. Or since his alibi is a lie, they should prove he wasn't there. Yeah, they should prove he wasn't there, but that's not how it works in Phoenix Wright, guys. That's not how it works. Prove that Look at Me was at KB security that night. Okay, let's think. There had to have been something. Apparently he died at 1 a.m. There's a new paper clipping. There's that. There's the Kane's list. There was no fingerprints on it. The buzzer went off once. He had to have pushed the buzzer. I think I'm gonna fail, guys. I'm just gonna look one more time and then we'll figure it out. It's either one. Like either he was there or I have to hit he wasn't there. And I think somebody's gonna come in and clutch and prove that he was actually there. Because the problem is this guy's wallet was found at the scene of the crime. There's no fingerprints on it though, so I can't pick that one. That one's not it. The proof that Look at Me was there. It has to be the blackmail letter, actually, that I'm thinking about it. At 1 a.m. The diamond ring you received. It had to be the blackmail letter. It has to be this. This is the proof. It's true. That is very important. However, I'm not so foolish to think that there would pass as evidence, to think that will pass for evidence here. Really? Mr. Wright, it's time you learn the true flavor of life. The flavor of my special Gato blend, number 49. Well, Mr. Wright, it's bitter, very bitter. No! That's enough. No! This court seems no reason. Ah, he got away. But it's okay because it's going to hit us the game over. That's crazy. I thought that would have been it. The accused will surrender to the court immediately and be held a pending trial with a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court is adjourned. Dang. That wasn't it? But that made the most sense. Okay, hold on. That night, Look at Me was at KB security. Okay, hold on. And the defense, if I say I can't prove it, it's probably gonna whip me around and say there is actually evidence. Let me see if I can't prove it. I can't prove it. Just as I thought. But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony...
Objection!
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony, that's what I mean. What? Have you forgotten? Look at Me is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as Master Mass. No! Well now, Sword Lawyer, it seems that the love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as Master Mass, and my verdict will verify that. Just as Ron the Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Order! Order in the court! That is enough deliberation over this witness. I can't believe this. At this rate, Rod is... Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence, and by then it'll be too late. Huh? Why? Oh my god, I hate it. Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Double jeopardy? One, should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. It is a fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Atney will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as Master Maps, which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullitt is concerned. No way! The fact is that you were unable to prove Mr. Atney's guilt of the crime here. I think somebody's gonna do a miracle spill. It has to. Means that he will be never again tried as Kane Bullitt's murderer. Wah! Did we mess up? Now there's nothing I can possibly... Oh, I'm sorry. Immersion! Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, look at me, will go free. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. And as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning for this witness. Are there any objections? Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Look at Me.
Objection!
I think I see it, Your Honor. When you were a child, this was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. How did you... Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Isn't that Mia? That voice. No way! Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia! This is the true power of the terrain channeling technique. I know it's really my understanding before me. But right now, she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine... Not yet. The testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now, you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. Yes, that's true, but... Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a few number of remarks. Well now, Solaya, it seemed that the love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as the mass. My verdict will verify that. Just like Ron Delights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with all full force of my ace detectiveness. Bro, you just claimed that you was... Okay. Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Very well. Then shall we prove their importance via cross-examination? At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that right? Is that alright with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Gatto? Nothing. Oh, so lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods would do anything to me, look at... Let's hear it. Huh? It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear the last bit of the cross-examination. What? Mr. Gatto, what are you? Very well then. Mr. Look at me. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. So please give us one last bit of testimony. Uh, uh. Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief. The last testimony. Wow, this is a lot, guys. Whew. This this is a lot. There's a lot going on here. Mia is the GOAT? Yes, she is. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, wow, we are really going downhill. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Alright, let me make sure I save after this. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordy Taylor. Wait a minute, he didn't say nothing like that, did he? I had to leave to see about another vital important job request. Had I known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Rondelite. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I also was able to make deduction from the buzzard, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Sir, nobody said anything about a buzzard. Hello? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter? The victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Daviri. Therefore, all the evidence point to that poor boy. This testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. The witness' earlier remarks does not appear to have been hastily prepared. All his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything. He added way more to his statement. Like, he really did. Did you guys notice that? You saw how he was talking about the buzzard? That's at the crime scene. If he did not know anything about the buzzard, he wouldn't have said anything about the buzzard. But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me. And I always look all over the documents. It's elementary, so yeah. Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Mr. Lawyer? I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. We cannot postpone Luke Atmey's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Okay, I understand that, Judge. I got it, Chief. I got it, Chief. Hang on a sec. Just one chance. Seems that the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's what there is to it. Cup number 17. The last cup. It seems the time has come to put an end to this trial. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark impressive. Remember, oh, my bad. Remember, you only get one chance. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination. Oh, wow. I really gotta swing the stick on this one, huh? The last testimony. So, I can't ask him any questions. I can't press any evidence is what he's saying. I have to just pick it out. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lord Taylor. Okay. I had to leave and see about another vital important job request. I had I known about the date beforehand. I had known about the date beforehand. So it has to be the buzzard then? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I had this photograph readied. We're not talking about the photo anymore. My brilliant deduction was informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. How do you know that, though? That's kind of high-key suspect right here. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzard, which only sounded once. That's also high-key suspect. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter? The victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. That's also high-key suspect. Therefore, all evidence points to that poor boy. That's useless. So this is high-key suspect. That's not anything. The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? But why do you know that? I was also able to make deduction for the buzzard, which only sounded once. Okay, so he's talking about the buzzard. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there. Okay, maybe he... Okay. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints, which means the killer sounded it. Oh, this is tough. So it has to be the buzzard then? Can I ask him? Why would the killer sound it? That's what I'm saying. Why would the killer sound it? Mr. Atme, about this last remark. Oh, okay, so they were being for real. Like, I literally had to pick the needle out of the haystack on that one. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my God. I want to thank my coach Mia. She taught me many things in my life.
Objection.
You still don't get it, do you, Wright? Oh, did I mess up? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. What? I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in Kane's Bullard's office that night. And now, it's time for me to oh, it was wrong! It was wrong! Unless the killer wanted to create a fake scenario. This court sees no I thought that was it! Why was he in his office? Okay. Okay. Why was he in his office? I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a little tough. This case is a little tough. Why was he in his office? Why was he in his office? Okay, let's read these statements really slow. Oh, indeed, I was not there. I had to leave and see about an important job request. If I'd known the date beforehand, I had known the date beforehand, so I had this photo ready. Atme was there because of the blackmail. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, he's saying why was he in his office, so that's kind of like high key suspect right there. My brilliant deduction was informing me that the true culprit was Ron. Thanks to the key card in the wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. That's also high key suspect. And the blackmail letter, the victim just likely mistook the color of the jewel. That's kind of high key suspect right there. Let's try this one. Mr. Atme, about that last remark.
Objection.
Ah, come on! You still don't get it. That... what? No! That the scum was in Kane Bullett's office last night. It, it, it didn't work. Wait, they told me I couldn't... Oh, wait, am I supposed to... I thought they said I couldn't press any evidence on it. Am I wrong? Did I misread it? Okay, wait, maybe this is user error for me. Because I thought Mia had said I can't do evidence. Oh, I have to press the right statement? Okay. Yeah, that jewel remark. That's what I thought it was too. Because it's like, that's why he was there in the office. You only get literally one chance, and that's it. I want to press this one. Bullet wouldn't mistake the color, would he? I don't think... No, I don't think he would have. And thanks to that key card and wallet. Did we ever talk about a key card in the wallet? Was he there when we were talking about the key card in the wallet? I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. But how did he know that? Yeah, Atme is wearing gloves as well, and he's wearing the jewel. Mr. Atme, about that last remark.
Objection.
Ah, come on, dude. Come on! That's crazy. I'm gonna end up pressing every statement. I swear it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up pressing every statement, and it's gonna be the most it's gonna be the unhinged one. The key card was sent in the blackmail. Yeah, I was gonna press that one too, but everything sounds so high key suspect. That's the problem. Everything sounds so high key suspect. You don't know you don't know, you know you don't have to go back to the start menu to load the game. I I mean I hit my usual buttons. Is there a shortcut? I already told you guys which ones was kind of high key suspect. You can press escape and then load the game, I think. Oh no, I tried escape. Those are my usual buttons. When you don't see like the options right here, because it took it off and you only see court record, it doesn't allow you to do anything. It literally just sits there and says suffer. So like for example, right here, I could do it like this actually. So we don't have to go all the way back. Okay, so I have pointed out that's high key suspect. That was high key suspect. I'm gonna come back to that one. That was high key suspect. That was high key suspect. Okay, so those are like the 4 things that I have pointed out. So let's try the wallet and the key card. Mr. Atme, about that last remark.
Objection.
Dang it. That wasn't it? Yeah, see, I'm hitting escape and it's not doing anything. The wallet and the key card aren't it. The heck is it then? Hold on. Give me a few more shots. I feel like I'm close. Eventually I'm gonna hit all these buttons. That's so... What am I missing? Why was he in the office? He was being blackmailed by the Kane Bullard guy. It's indeed true that was not at Lordy Taylor. Okay, buddy, then where were you? Oh wait, take a moment and read Ron's testimony. He was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Oh, they won't let me question him. I think that's what it's saying, maybe, I don't know. He was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. I mean, that's all it really says. And the blackmail letter, the victim list is like, Alright, let me try something silly. Yeah, but that blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook it for the color of the jewel. That doesn't make any... Found on the table at the crime scene. Yeah, Alright, so let me see it. All the ones I've hit so far. I hit that one. I had to leave to see about another important job request. I was not there. But he's been claiming he was there all that time. Okay. My billet deduction was from what informed me that the true culprit was Rhonda Light. And thanks to that keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. Did I press on this one? Does anybody remember I pressed on this one? Why would you know that? Mr. Atme, about this last remark.
Objection.
Ah, dang it, that wasn't either. Come on, what the fudge is it? Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end up hitting all the buttons, guys. I apologize. I'm a baked potato currently. I'm trying to think. Okay. So that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? I'm gonna hit this one anyway. Mr. Atme, about that.
Objection.
Dang it, that wasn't it. Go through what the evidence we have. Okay, hold on. There is still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in his office that night. I thought everything that I hit and now. That he was in his office. Everything that dude literally just said that he was in his office. Come on, game. Alright, let's look at the evidence. Alright, we'll look at the evidence one more time. How are we gonna prove that this guy was in there, sitting there, killing that man in the office? By what he's saying. So let's look at this. Let's look at the evidence. So it's none of this. So, okay. This stuff is in the office. This was in the office. This was in the office. The time of death was at 1 a.m. Connected to the basement of security guard office. There is no fingerprints on it. The Kane's list. It shows everything that was stolen. The buzzard record. The buzzard went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off of some clothing. I don't think it's the brooch though, because we have to prove that it was in the office. It was found torn off from the statue. And then we got his testimony right here. But how would he know that the buzzer only sounded once? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. When did we find out about the button being pressed? We found out from Gumshoe, and then we found out from Larry. Because Gumshoe said that the button was pressed once. And then Larry had said there should have been records. And it should have directed them to the guard's office to send the guards up there. But Larry wasn't there. He was busy getting punched in the face by his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, new boyfriend or something like that. Can I try this? I'm gonna try this, guys. Hold on. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. We got another chance. You mean this? That's not it. That's not it. I'm still gonna keep throwing evidence at them. I'm throwing evidence at them now. I'm throwing evidence at him now. Okay. The buzzard only sounded once. Okay, but he's not lying though. Okay, hold on. Let me actually show him the buzzard. Let me actually show him the buzzard, I guess. God dang it, guys. Okay, the buzzard did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Sound. It was when the killer sounded it. No, don't present evidence. Ah. Mr. Light was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter, the victim is okay. Therefore, all evidence points to that poor boy. That wasn't it. Yeah, but aren't you wearing stuff too? Mr. Atme, about that last... come on, dude. I don't even know. Oh, wait! I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Gatto. That was new! Guys, we accidentally solved it! Oh my god. That was a trial and a half, I'm not gonna lie. What? Mr. Atme, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. Which one did I press? I told him, it was the one where he was saying Master Mass was in the office or something like that. It's that one. Yeah, so apparently it was the glove thing. Everything else suspicious that this man had said did not work. But the one unsuspicious thing was the suspicious thing. Make that make sense. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me. You know, like, okay. Okay, let me reroute this. That you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. But how can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct? Indeed, that is what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. Moreover, your deductions prove that you're a fool. I'm sorry, whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get it really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Master Mask when he went to the crime scene of the crime? That was, it was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I never had a chance to mention it up until now. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching this trial. Uh, ugh. Do you understand now, Detective Atme? There is no way that you should have known about that. Uh, Aye! You were in the next courtroom being tried as Master Max. So then enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information? Well,
Objection.
come on! This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out. Only one way, you say? Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Oh, he did say that. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
Objection.
But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atme. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer also had seen Ron Delight. Impossible. Detective Atme, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan. To use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we have finally found the truth. Excuse me. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Again, Judge? You almost did it again? I can't believe you almost did it again, Judge. I honestly can't believe you almost threw another innocent bystander in jail again. Jesus Christ. Oh right, Ron dressed up as Mask to face Bullard. We didn't find this find this out after the theft trial already started off for Luke. Yeah, Luke is unhinged. I hope he stays and rots in jail. I hope he stays and rots in jail. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Something's biting me. I don't know. I think I have a mosquito in here. Besmirching him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict. I know. You never committed any murder. That's right. I'm so glad you understand that. But I really am Master Mask. Huh? So thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it that you said? Double jeopardy? Now that you mention it, I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime which he was once found innocent. Then, Master Mask is really innocent? It would seem so. For now. For now? Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty. Jesus Christ! Thank the Lord! Boy, this is really lucky. Waiter. This isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am Master Mask. October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. You did it, Phoenix! Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the Karain channeling school? Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. Misty Faye, right? Watch over here, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Mia. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Your immersion, I'm sorry. Mia. Mr. Wright! I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though. Now that all... Come on, just be happy already! Maya, you've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as Master Mask to boot. But, in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her. You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that. But once I got fired for KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Master Mask? Yes, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together. That's not true, right, Nick? Right. Really? We could go back to the way things were? You'll be fine, and Nick can prove it. I can. I kind of wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there is always a way to put it back together. With glue? The urn? Oh, I was about to click the urn. I'm like, with glue? Take that. Take secret urn? Desi was the one who found us. Desiree, your wife, she always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are. Miss Delight. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Master Mask either. Mr. Light, what are you going to do that now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let such a wonderful man like him get away? Oh, oh, okay. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at the situation. Oh. After all, my bike's really fast. So fast, there's no way he could ever get away. Ron, I think you got a different problem. But didn't you say that you hated criminals? Hmm? Oh. I only hate people who act all quiet, cowardly, and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick, Miss Maya, congratulations! Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya. No, I'll never forgive you. Never, ever. Oh my god. Pearly, please. So, just as the case... Actually, we'll do this. So, just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Ron said, a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together, even better than before. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. The End. Oh, he's about to get... Oh, yeah, he got slapped unconscious. A brand new episode has been added. Okay, look at that, guys. Look at that. I don't know what's going on here. She working at the cafe now? Is she gonna get kidnapped? Is she gonna get kidnapped? Alright, guys. That was... Episode 2. This case is crazy too. Let me see what time is it. We're kind of hitting the 3 hour marker. So what we'll do is we'll switch down up over here. Woo! Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right. That was a lot. That was confusing. Honestly, I think that was probably one of the hardest ones. That last bit right there, where they kind of forced me to pull out the deduction. Oh my god, it's already 4 a.m. Well, god dang, you might want to go to sleep. Yeah, so that was it for Phoenix Wright. For anybody who was just kind of checking out the stream, I'm Chaos. I play a variety of games. If you like that, please like, follow, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. You guys are grown. You could do it after the stream. you know, in case you don't want to trigger the alerts. I think YouTube is the only one that won't alert for subs. So you guys should be safe on that department. But the Twitch people, no, you're not safe. It's gonna alert, it's gonna scream, and I'll scream sometimes too, depending on what we're doing, and all that fun and all that fun stuff. Wait, I forgot something. The Polish dancing cow. Oh, Polish dancing cow. Hold on, let's see. Polish dancing cow. Polish dancing cow. Let's see. Polish dancing cow. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna end the stream just yet. I'm just sitting here chatting. Just sitting here chatting for a bit while I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting multiple bumps on my body because I can't see some sort of mosquito. I got like 7 bumps on one part of my arm, and I just developed like 2 bumps like on my upper arm, and then somewhere on my hands. I'm trying to figure out where the heck this this whatever's biting me here, because I did say I saw something drop on my hand, and then like I had went to smack it, and then I didn't see it no more. The Polish dancing cow. I have never seen this, to be honest with you. Claus, yeah, I've never seen this before. Yeah, no, I've never seen this before. The beat's jamming though. Okay. Yeah, the beat was jamming though. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Yeah. So we'll pick up Phoenix Wright again. I'm probably saying next week. I'm gonna say next week because actually I'm not even gonna say next week. We're gonna pick Phoenix Wright up. I'll let you guys know when. I think we're gonna go ahead and try to finish up the rest of these little games that we haven't finished up, like Cloudpunk, House Flipper. We'll try to knock out some House Flipper. Next month, I am going to go ahead and start pushing forward to start playing Detroit Become Human. That's another game I got in my sights. Also, I'll be picking up, I guess I'll be picking up Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. I'm not sure how I feel about that game yet. I just started a little bit today. My friends were kind of showing me the gist of it, so we'll figure that out. So yeah, we're gonna be jumping all over the place, and then by the time Halloween comes around, we'll be playing some arcadey horror games that are not terrifying. Okay, let me repeat that for you guys. Arcadey horror games that are not scary. I refuse to play scary games. I can't do it. Other than that, I think that's all I really got. Yeah, I think that's all I really got, guys. I had picked up a really crazy manga, maybe like a month ago. I was checking to see if it had updated. It kind of did. Pretty intense. It's like a psychological romance. It's definitely not comedy. I mean, there's a little bit of comedy aspects in there. It's like psychological thriller type of a. It's more like a webtoon. It's called Freedom of Dreams or Dreaming of Freedom or something like that. Pretty intense. So it's basically about a girl that was getting bullied, and she bumps into this guy who, when she sleeps, when she goes to sleep, she's in a dream state, and she bumps into this guy in a hospital gown, and it kind of goes from there. And he's able to hurt people in their dreams. So it's kind of crazy. It was kind of like almost killer. I guess if you guys read Killing Stalking, it kind of had those vibes, and then it just kind of died. It kind of died down a little bit. Like there's a lot of psychological stuff going on in there, and they try to start fixing it, kind of mending everything up pretty well. So yeah, it was pretty intense. I'm still reading it. I find it pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, actually, why am I still yapping? It's like 10 o'clock. Wow, it is actually 10 o'clock. This is like the earliest I've actually finished up Phoenix Wright for a second. Wow, that's crazy. Um, yeah, I got nothing else. I got nothing else. So I will catch you. Actually, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna actually try to focus on making some videos and actually relaxing for a hot second because I've been working to the bone. Thursday I'm gonna stream. Friday, actually, what is Friday? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm not gonna stream. Thursday I will stream. Friday I will stream. Saturday I'm probably gonna end up streaming. And then I don't know about Sunday and stuff. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because I'm still trying to get used to my new schedule. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I won't catch you tomorrow, but I'll catch you guys on Thursday. You guys have a good one. I'm Audi, I'm Rowdy. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.